Hi, and welcome to this live reading from Cecily in the City by Krysten Lindsay Hager. And this is presented by Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Chapter 1. There's something amazing about waking up on a cool day in November, snuggled up and cozy under a comforter. What made it even better was that I had the day to myself due to the fact they closed the school for a water leak issue. A group of students had planned a day out at one of those rock climbing wall places to celebrate having a day off, but I hate heights with a passion. My best friends, Lila and Allie, decided to go, though. Allie loves hiking, but Lila was only going to keep her mind off of her breakup with her boyfriend. My phone got a video chat request from Lila, and her face popped up as I answered. Cecily, I know you said you hate heights, but is there any chance you'd change your mind and join us? She fiddled with the safety harness with her free hand. The fact you're wearing a ton of safety equipment right now is not putting my mind at ease. It might do you good to face your fears. I rolled my eyes. You know me. I'm a ball of anxiety trying to pass as a person. This is not going to happen. She stuck out her tongue and said she'd text me if she survived. Normally, I'd go just to support a friend, but I was at a place in my life where I realized I didn't need to make myself anxious about climbing a big wall just to keep someone else happy. I'd spent so much time doing things other people wanted, and now I realized I could save myself both anxiety and energy by listening to what felt right for me. I was slowly learning about boundaries. Plus, I couldn't think of a better way to spend my day off than in my favorite chair in the family room with a cup of hot chocolate loaded with marshmallows and a book. The only thing that would make this day even better was if I got a chance to video chat with my boyfriend, Andrew, although it wasn't easy for him to have the time to talk since he was an indie pop star. We had gone through a rough patch recently when I thought he had been flirting or maybe even cheating on me with Danielle King, an influencer on social media who was also always posing in exotic locations as if her job was to look fabulous and travel. She was also a backup dancer for her stepsister, Isla. Fortunately, I got proof via camera phone video that nothing happened between them, just like Andrew said. However, things weren't quite 100% between us, though. He and I had gotten closer right before all that drama happened with Danielle. In fact, we had even told one another we loved each other. We'd never been closer as we shared our hopes, dreams, fears, and our anxieties with one another. But after that photo of him with Danielle went viral, well, I doubted him and didn't speak to him for a while. Even though he was able to prove nothing happening and we got back together, I could tell he was skittish about the fact I didn't trust him. I knew he understood because he said he would have felt the same way, as trust in a relationship was everything. Still, I could feel the hesitation in him when we talked. I went downstairs to have breakfast and he sent me a message. Andrew, how's your day off going? Cecily, I've only been awake for half an hour. Laugh out loud. Andrew, same. I have studio time later, so I'm getting ready to work out before my meeting. Talk to you later. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Cecily, kiss, kiss, kiss. It wasn't an I love you sign off, but it would do for now. I made myself a cup of hot chocolate and went into the family room. My mom had decorated for Thanksgiving with lots of fake foliage garlands, and she had switched out the pillows with red, orange, and fall-inspired ones and put cute autumn throws on the couch, love seat, and chairs. Curling up in my favorite chair with the remote, I turned on an old movie that was set in New England. The movie was just picking up when my phone rang. It was a woman from Andrew's management team who I met when they were set up a modeling shoot for me. We had recently started working together. Hi, Cecily. It's Mandy. Remember the fashion designer Santos I was talking about having you meet? Well, it looks like he will get the funding he needs to go forward with his line. So I thought maybe you two could meet via email to kind of get to know each other. And if it goes well, they'll fly you out to New York City to meet in person and do a test shoot. What do you think? A chance to work with a designer? Are you kidding? I told her I would love to talk to him. Great. Again, if this works out, it would help get you photos for your modeling portfolio. That means no real money will be coming in, but it could lead to some big things. Networking is always good too. Well, I definitely need pics for my portfolio. I'm going to talk with your parents, and if they're game, then we can proceed. Not sure how into the business side of things you are, but I'm excited to work with you if they're on board with all of this. My head was spinning. This was actually happening? When you talk to them, could you work in the fact that down the road this could lead to money for college tuition? I asked, half joking. She laughed. If things work out, then you could be deferring college. Yeah, maybe don't open with that. My dad might not take that well. Gotcha. Well, that model, Nene, that you met on the last shoot is making school and her career work. I will say that I don't see that happen too often, but she's committed. Mandy gave the designer's email and told me to expect a message from him soon. Then I texted both Andrew and Nene about the possibilities of me coming to New York soon. Nene, it would be great to hang out. Dad texted me later asking if I wanted anything for lunch. I was just going to heat something up, so a chicken wrap sounded great. When he came home, I told him what Mandy said. Then I tried to read his face for a reaction. However, he kept his expression neutral. Well, we'll see how it plays out. Continue keeping your grades up, and if it works out, then we can talk about it. By the end of the day, I had an email from Santos introducing himself. He said he had looked me up online, but since my parents made me make all my social media pages private, he said he couldn't see much. He gave me his links and asked if I'd add him on my pages so we could get a feel for each other. I added him as a friend and followed him on all his pages so he could see my photos and info. Then I wrote back. Hi, Santos. Just added you on my pages. Looking forward to chatting with you soon. I love the designs on your page. That blue dress reminded me of something from an Art Deco period, and the cream-colored ones reminded me of costumes from the movies in the 30s. I love retro glam. Cecily. I went back to my movie and a half hour later heard my phone buzz with a message. Hi, Cecily. Retro glam is what I am about. I'm trying to bring that feel to relaxed everyday wear for my collection, and it's awesome you got that. I was going over your pages, and we have a lot in common, as I like the same kind of movies and music that you're into. In fact, you post about a ton of movies that are literally my inspirations while working on this next collection, especially that F. Scott Fitzgerald documentary. I've watched that one so many times, and I've yet to meet another person who's as obsessed with it as I am. Are you open to coming to New York during the holidays for a few days, or would that take you away from your family too much? I know some people are big on family stuff during Christmas. Just let me know what you're thinking. Santos. My heart started to race. It felt like such a sign that he was into the Fitzgerald documentary, seeing as that was one of the things Andrew and I had bonded over when we first started dating. The whole idea of me flying to New York City to meet with a designer who might want to use me as a model for his fashion sounded like something I'd read about, not something that actually happened to me. I mean, I was a girl from Blue Arbor, Michigan. How did I go from small town girl to jetting off to Manhattan to meet with a fashion designer and possibly modeling for him? Missing Christmas with my family would be hard, but this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Figured my family would understand, but there was a small twinge of regret eating at me. Taking a deep breath, I wrote back that I would love to meet with them and that I'd talk to my parents right away. He wrote back, Cecily, sounds good. Have them get with Mandy and we'll set up something with her. I think she explained to you that this is a small opportunity, but I'm praying this takes off and grows into something bigger for both of us. Talk soon, Santos. I called Dad at work and told him what Santos had said. Dad, this would be a great opportunity for me, but also a chance to help this guy Santos get his name out there. You should see his stuff. I'm texting you some pictures of his designs now. He's super talented. Dad cleared his throat and told me he'd call me back in a bit. I started pacing like an agitated panther around the room as I waited for him to call me back. He just had to agree to let me go. My phone rang. I saw it was Dad, and I was so excited that I almost dropped it trying to answer. You were right about this Santos guy. These photos show he has real talent. I was a little worried with what his designs might be like, but he wouldn't be a bad one to get started with. I'll talk to Mandy. Does this mean I can go to New York to meet with him? Well, if you're going to pursue this career, then I'd like you to get in with the right people, and Mandy is aligned with a good company. If she thinks this is a good opportunity, then I will be open to it. But I need to talk some things over with her first, so no posting online that you're headed to the Big Apple to model until I straighten everything out, okay? I hit mute so I could squeal without sounding like a little kid, seeing as it was in my best interest to come across as a mature young adult in my father's eyes. I cleared my throat and tried to sound calm. Naturally, I'll wait and see what you guys decide on. I may see if my friend Nene will be around that time, just in case I end up getting to go. He said that was fine, and I hung up and texted Nene about how the designer wanted me to come to New York. She called me to video chat immediately. So what's up with this new designer? Mandy told me there was an up-and-coming young designer who had seen a video of me they shot at the last photo shoot, and he was interested in me. Do you have a comp card yet? You know, your composition card with your pics and measurements? I bit my lip. Not yet. The photo shoot I did with you and Scarlett was my first. She told me Mandy would probably use pics from that to get me started and asked about the designer. I filled her in. Okay, I know who he is. He came in 7th on an online reality show, but did some internship or something, and his uncle is a well-known photographer, so that's probably why they're letting him try out a line. Wow, that's amazing, Nene. Honestly, there are a ton of these designers around trying to make a name for themselves online and begging girls to walk for free in their shows. That's probably what it's about. I mean, it's great for you to put that on your resume, and I'm not trying to rain on your parade, but don't get too excited in case he's bagging groceries at the supermarket next April. I get what you're saying. It's a difficult industry to break into. It makes sense to be cautious. Can I ask, did I offend you? Because I got blocked by a friend today and you seem cool, so I don't want to alienate you straight out of the gate. I shook my head. No, I appreciated the honesty. Cool. If I ever do anything that seems off or shady, please just tell me so we can talk it out. I'm sick of people who just cut me off, block me online, and start bad-mouthing me over a misunderstanding. I hear you. Let's make a deal. If either one of us says anything that hits the other one wrong, then we just straight up ask what that was about and clear it up right away. Yes. Okay. That's what I like to hear instead of people just not answering my texts and blocking me because I said something they took wrong. Anyway, I have to go to class, but I can't wait to see you when you're here. Me going to New York City, meeting with a designer and hanging out with a new friend seemed like a dream. Was this really going to happen for me?